I have the path to your greatness. And it took me a long time to get it, and today is the day that I was supposed to tell you that I have the path to your greatness. We think that things are happening accidentally in our lives or in our world, and they are not. And you are alive now to experience your greatness and to manifest it and to experience abundance because of that. We never know who we're going to become when we come into the world, and I never could have told you that I would have lived my life bringing in a philosophy that could cause you to find and experience and live your greatness, but that is what's happened. And it took me a long time to get here because I'll be 75 in a couple of months, and that's going to be the biggest story that I'm going to tell everyone because I want you to know that you're not limited in any way. It's just something that you've maybe believed or been taught and you haven't moved beyond it. And so that's the same thing for every single person. And it's also the same thing for our society, for our civilization. We're always in the process of evolving and expanding and becoming more, and we will do it in different ways. And my way was completely different, and I didn't know that I had it. Just like you don't know what you have. It's something that's within us that was given to us before we were born, and then we decide if we're going to live it. And the more of us who decide we're going to live it, then we start to see our lives unfold in miraculous new ways, and then we start to see a very different world. I'm saying that because that was part of the thing that I didn't want to accept. I didn't want to accept that I was given this philosophy that could change your life and our world because I knew it back in 2005. But we all have that same thing, doubt. That is the thing that will hold you back in your life is fear and doubt. And we have a collective fear and doubt going on in our world right now. But that's also why I was given the path to your greatness. So you could surpass all of that and ascend to the place you're meant to become in your life. And I do know that that has happened now, even though I attempted to deny it. You might have done the same thing, where we think we have this thing we're supposed to do, but it couldn't possibly happen. When I was a kid, I thought I always wanted the world to be so much better. And I always cared about people. I just love people so much, and I just want everyone to do something that would cause them to live this really great life. I hated seeing suffering anywhere in the world or in anyone's life. And now that doesn't have to occur anymore because I have the path to your greatness. And the more people who take it, the more great they become, and so does our world. Now, that may seem like I made all that up because it felt that way to me as well, except I lived it. So I do know. There's science that's involved in everything that we do in our physical life and the way that we think about ourselves. There's a science in energy because everything in our universe is energy. And everything that Wilhelm has given me was about how we use our energy and how we can direct our lives and change things. And I demonstrated it because that's why I healed. But that's why I'm giving it to everyone else who is ready to become their greatest self and experience their greatness because I know that it's there. When I started doing automatic writing and then later doing channeling, there was never what I thought I was going to do. So you may be finding something like that about you right now because as we evolve, new things open up, new abilities, new talents that you may not have even known that you possess start to show up. And that's what I'm talking about. There's a progression that happens within all of us and within our world. And that's what we're moving through right now, is where you decide that you're going to love yourself. So I wanted you to see the message that I have on the screen on the site today and advice for today, because as you go through it, you will see the progression that I have written for 36 years. And so this is why I know I have the path to your greatness. There's no way that you could fail. There's no way that you could miss it because I've already proven it. And so many others have as well. But only a small portion. So this is why I'm finishing it and telling you all of that. And I have a little brochure I put together because I want you to see this. It will explain to you why this works. I'll attach it. I'm just had this created the other day that I just want people to get a sense of why this leads you to your greatness. We get there eventually. It just depends on when you want it to go. And this was a message that I received a year, more than a year ago, and I didn't believe it. Accepting this message will change your life and the world. And how is that possible? Well, it was possible. And it was all talked about and explained here. So when you read it, you'll understand because it's a process that we each move through, and that is accepting ourselves and moving through old trauma. That's all that we ever do. Moving through the ideas, the beliefs that we couldn't do something. And so now I have that ultimate guide, as I said earlier, to your greatness. And I also said that it's guaranteed because I've lived it also, that I know that it works, and I know that all you have to do is do the same thing, and you experience why you're here, your authentic self, what you're meant to do, and then ultimately the abundance you're supposed to have because of that. And as you'll see at the end of this message that is on the site for today, any advice for today, it says you will be convinced today, hopefully, because when you accept yourself, that's when you start to experience the abundance. And today I'm accepting myself because I was given the most extraordinary thing that anyone had ever seen and could utilize, and so now I'm going to complete it. So I'm saying this because I, as I said the other day, have a couple of slots open. Anyone who wants to come in, you can always do it, but at the current rate, there are 3 slots. You can come in now and use it, but then I'm putting it together so that it's going to be a lot more money, but there'll always be ways for you to pay for it because you do it a bit at a time. You don't change overnight. And the only reason any of us have not achieved what we want is because we've given up. And so with this work, you don't give up because you have a plan to continue to follow. It's time for you to experience your greatness. See you soon.